Welcome again. I'm spending the entire month of November to talk about how to revive or restore a marriage that is already really, really bad. You already got a divorce notice, or your wife already moved out, or your wife moved into a different room, or she's just not talking and she's separated her finances. I want to spend the rest of this next 1 month and a half to encourage and challenge and help those who are in this situation, so that by the time we get into 2025, by the grace of God, you will be ready to just maintain what you started and really ride on to having a fantastic marriage. So if you are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Ade Subanjo. I'm a love coach and a pastor, and I help men, Christian men who are successful in the different areas of their life, to hit their goals in marriage. And of course, I help men whose marriages are already really bad restore that marriage in record time and permanently. Today, I'm going to answer that question. Are you sure I can get my wife back? Because my situation is quite different. It doesn't matter what your situation is right now. If you apply God's power, God's love to that marriage, it will change. I have confidence about that. I know that for sure. I've seen so many marriages transformed that I'm confident that your situation would definitely change if you choose to follow the path without knowing exactly what your situation is. That being said, I want to say that there are certain situations that, although the material and the transformation that we're talking about will impact you greatly, it may not change the marriage. If you are in a marriage where your wife has already gotten married to another person, what you would do may not change that. However, you will be so transformed that she may wish that. Yes, that I can say to you, that she may wish that, wow, I wish I didn't break this other marriage to come to a new one, because this man now is a new person. My original husband is a new person. I wish I didn't break. We can get to that point, but to get to the point where we say she's going to come back to you, I don't have that assurance. Now, another situation is if you are not in communication with her at all. You don't have any reason to talk with her. Your children, you don't have children. She's told you not to call her. She's put a restraining order on you, and you cannot communicate with her. Then this program will change your life, but it may not change your marriage, because you will need to be able to communicate with her to restore the marriage. So now, if you are asking, you are in any of these shoes, you're there. The problem with in your marriage is that your wife she's fed up of the marriage. She's saying, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. I'm really sad, and I prefer to be on my own rather than to continue to suffer with you, or suffer continuously, and my children suffering. The goal of the husband who wants to change the marriage, who wants to get his wife back, is to communicate with her, not with words, but by actions and attitude and disposition, tone of voice, and also what you don't do, all of that, to say, I hear how you are, and I'm so sorry that I didn't hear you till now. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make you comfortable and to make you feel safe with me. Now, I may not be able to prove it to you right away. I'm willing to give you whatever time it takes, if you will give me the opportunity, from wherever you want, either outside the home, within the home, in a different bedroom, however you feel safe, I'm willing. This is what you want to say. If you can say that by your demonstration, by your words, by every way possible, not just words alone. Words alone will not cut it. You've been speaking all these years. You've been promising all these years, and it's not worked. So she's tired of hearing you say things and not following through with them. So you're saying it doesn't make it. You have to demonstrate it. And not only demonstrate it, you have to demonstrate it consistently over a period of time, enough for her to notice that you are a changed man. When she notices that you're a changed man, she gives her the opportunity to say, you know what, I may try this again. But she won't do that immediately that she can see that you're a changed man, because she may assume that you're only changing, or you've only changed because of what she did to you, what she says to you, that I don't want to be with you anymore. Immediately you begin to apply God's love, it's not going to look as if things are happening. Things are not going to change so suddenly. You're going to go through a process of learning how to do stuff well. And although I tell you what to do, it doesn't mean you're going to do it perfectly. When you decide to operate in God's love, there can be fear. There can be confusion. There can be stress. But you know what? If you stick to the instructions and you continue to follow, and you get a coach to help you, a guide to strengthen with you, you're going to be all right. We teach you the process, and we stand with you to execute. And you're not going to execute them perfectly the first time, the second time, the third time, but I'm going to be there, and I stand with my clients to correct the errors, and so that they can execute better, so that they can execute consistently over time, and then get really good at it. And that's how we see transformation. So, my brother, if you're there struggling, your wife is still home, she's not left yet, and you have been blessed to come across this video, then you are in a very good space. If you don't understand the foundation, the reason why this material works so well, you will not be able to put in your best. If you don't have confidence in what we're doing, you will not be able to be consistent. You will not even know how to work. You may go back to all the unfruitful things that you were doing before. Maybe you go back to just praying and thinking that if I pray, the miracle will happen. Prayer is great, and you must pray. In short, all of the problems that you're facing in your marriage is the workings of the evil one, taking your weakness and using it to hit your wife, so that her own weakness would come up and hit you. So the clash of weaknesses, a clash of fleshy weaknesses, erupting into an explosion and destroying the marriage. So we need someone to break that cycle. That's all. Somebody has to break the cycle. And that's why I'm talking to you today, men of God, because you've made up your mind that I don't want my marriage to break down. I need to get this marriage saved. Then you will be the one to break that cycle. And if you break that cycle by the sentence I showed to you, or by the idea, the principle of what I just said, you are golden.